Hi, and welcome to the Built Oregon Interview, a video series that brings you conversations with innovators, disruptors, and groundbreakers from all across our state. I'm your host, Terry St. Marie, co-founder of Built Oregon, and recently I visited the test kitchen of Perfect Company to bake some gluten-free and vegan cupcakes with head of recipe development Matthew Barbee, and to chat with co-founder and COO Miriam Kim about the company's story, their innovative food and beverage products and technologies, and how they were able to go from idea to production in just 10 months. Hey everybody, Terry St. Marie here with Built Oregon, and I'm happy today to be here at the Perfect Company Test Kitchen with Matthew Barbee, who's Perfect's head of recipe development.
Yes,
Matthew,
sir.
Thanks for joining me today.
No problem, thanks for having me.
Great, so today I'm going to do something really strange for me, and that's bake something. As people who know me would imagine, this is about as foreign to me as about anything. But since Perfect is part of the Oregon family of companies and entrepreneurs, and it's a great entrepreneur story, here I am today to talk about Perfect Company, bake some gluten-free, dairy-free
chocolate peanut butter cupcakes
with a bunch of Oregon-based ingredients, no less, and talk a little bit about the company and its story. So first of all, what's the whole concept of, let's call it the Perfect Bake, and what we're doing today in this scale and what this all means to baking?
Okay, well, all of our products here at Perfect Company are basically based on the idea that when you bake anything or do anything by volume, it's very inconsistent. Once you start doing either making cocktails, baking, anything at all, once you start doing everything by weight, it can be very accurate every single time, and you have consistent, repeatable results every single time you do it. So it doesn't matter if you do it, your mother, your neighbor, your daughter, your brother, your brother-in-law, it will be exactly the same or you.
Well, so this is kind of a bit of a innovative thinking here, because wow, it's been you look at any recipe traditionally, Art of Cooking and all these great recipe books and everything, it's all based on volume. So
Yes.
why wasn't it based on weight before if it was so accurate?
Well,
They just didn't have this kind of technology?
Well, they certainly didn't have this kind of technology. And again, if you look at most recipes outside of the U.S., they are done in weight versus volume.
Oh, they are.
It's just us Americans are very stuck in our volume
I
ideas with our
see.
English system.
I see.
And even you'll notice with a lot of those recipes that are still by weight, even the small ingredients are still in teaspoons and tablespoons and those things. Whereas our product is so sensitive that we eliminate those as well.
Sure. So let's talk about the product in its totality, because it's a device. It's the scale.
Yes.
And that's the base in which you sort of you weigh, literally weigh ingredients. But the technology is actually the coolest part, right?
Yes,
so
most
talk
certainly.
about that.
Okay, well, we have all of our Perfect products. We have a smart scale that connects to your tablet or smartphone. And the idea being that because they talk to each other in real time, you can get a very accurate weight and measure every single time without having to look at your scale necessarily. You can just follow the instructions on the app and go.
Wow, that easy, huh? And it's all connected by Bluetooth.
It's all Bluetooth.
And then it will remember what you've done, and so it's got a lot of technology behind
Most certainly.
it. And then you can find recipes online, that sort of thing.
You can find some things online, but then you'd have to input them yourself.
I see.
So we have a large library of recipes to start with, about 400 recipes in there. We're constantly adding new content, and there's different packs you can download.
Right.
For instance, like if you like bread or pies or those sort of things, you can definitely get those specific packs and do whatever you want. Really customize your product to yourself.
Very cool. So, so your role then is to build on that library of recipes, right? And then so this one here. Now, where did this one we're doing here come from?
This is one that I did for our big game pack for Super Bowl. So originally it's a chocolate cupcake with peanut butter frosting, and we had candy bacon on top of that for the
candy bacon. How Oregon can that be?
Exactly.
Right?
So
very good.
We took this, spun a little bit, took the gluten out, took the dairy out.
Yes, because I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, so we're accommodating. So, let's keep talking.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Let's start?
So what
Okay.
do we do?
Well, the whole thing is we have a prep step that we've taken care of. So we've preheated our oven. We have all our room temperature ingredients if we needed any. Made the coffee.
Made the coffee. That's right.
So now all we have to do is just calling for the blue bowl. We have our bowls that come with the product.
So this is all, and I know you can't see this, but when you look at the app, it's all color coded. So
Yes.
literally it says, okay, use the dry mix bowl and then put the dry mix stuff in the bowl,
Yep.
right? And
So
it
we
tells you what to do.
Put the blue bowl right on the scale, and Perfect Bake automatically zeroes out. You don't have to touch anything.
Oh wow.
No thinking at all. And we just go to our first ingredient. So,
And this is
sorghum
sorghum flour from Bob's Red Mill here in Oregon. Great product. We use a lot of their gluten-free stuff.
so
Open it up.
right out of the bag, and
So
literally,
just pour until it
just pour.
says stop.
as you can see, it fills up in real time.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
There's like a little measuring thing that fills up.
And
then boom.
I'm done.
Oh, wow.
And we automatically move on to our next ingredient.
And now we're going to look at some teff
Teff flour,
Teff
fantastic flour, Ethiopian grain.
Wow, Ethiopian.
Yeah. I don't know if you have your Injiri at Ethiopian restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, oh yeah, that's
exactly.
right.
Teff flour.
Okay, got that.
So again, next
So you add
ingredient.
that, just pour it right
Just
in.
pour it right in. No cups, no spoons.
And is it pretty
Ta-da.
sensitive? It's very,
It's very
sensitive,
sensitive.
isn't it?
This scale is actually accurate to a tenth of a gram.
Oh my
And because
God.
there's no delay in it, you can actually pour very small ingredients like this flour, baking
That's
soda.
amazing.
You'll see.
So you don't have to take scoops, you're just pouring it right
No,
out of the
no.
package. That's very, very cool.
I can go right from the store.
And now this is tapioca flour.
Tapioca.
So these are all really cool, gluten-free, and some of these are actually even paleo.
Very much so.
Tapioca flour is paleo.
Yes. Yes. So is the tap, I think.
And I think maybe the tap.
Yes.
Now we're not experts at this, so don't take
No.
our word for it. Go to Google and
That's
look
right.
it up.
Look up. Always do your research.
That's
Always
right.
do your research.
Now you got cacao powder,
Cacao.
which is really great, made in
Made in
Portland.
Portland.
Very nice. And you
Good.
pour that
Once
in,
again, right out of
and it
the-
just like fills right up. And then you wait for the bell. Bell, there we go.
Moving on.
Very nice. Very little mess so far.
So you
I
can
like
imagine
that.
all the mess I'd have, like if I had to then take all these scoops and then
Yeah.
clean them out, and especially if I was really trying to keep my flour separate, then I would have to then, get a different measuring cup,
Yeah.
clean all that stuff, but with this way, boom, boom, boom.
Now
boom, boom.
it's talking about salt, and it says
Salt.
it's a very small amount, so be careful. And then it tells you, it gives you some instructions about how to pinch
Sure.
salt, and how to pinch salt.
Well, you can imagine that.
Just pinch.
Yeah, but
Well,
you know,
that seems pretty easy.
we got some right in here, and
And
this
it-
is only 5 grams, and
So
it's literally
very,
measuring
very, I mean,
every
look how
single
sensitive that is. It just keeps
grain.
moving up the line, so you get 5 grams.
5 grams.
Boom, you're done.
Done. Woo. Good
And
luck.
so what's the significance of being so accurate? It's just a perfect blend. Now these are recipes that obviously get
Mhm.
tested,
Certainly.
tested,
Mhm.
and you test it for optimal flavor. Do you have a test group that eats your product?
We do. We have a whole group upstairs that loves to taste
Yeah,
test.
I
We have no shortage of taste testers.
Really? How many out there now are like eating
Oh,
your cookies
At
and your
least
cupcakes? as we
hundreds,
speak?
hundreds, I'm sure.
And so that's really, but that's in essence what you're trying to do.
Yes.
You come up with
Well, not
a
only do
great
we-
taste blend and all that sort of thing.
Well, not only do we want everything to be flavorful and delicious, we also want it to be simple. So
Ah.
part of what the test baking process
Right.
is not only testing to improve the recipe itself, but to simplify and to make sure that when you get this product and you get Perfect Bake in your home, you don't have any questions.
I see.
Like if you had this without me here,
I see.
you're right on it.
Oh
You
my
don't have to think
gosh.
about it.
So what we got next? We got
Baking
baking soda,
soda.
and that's another one that's
Again,
just a little
small
bit, right?
ingredient. But boom,
Boom.
I'm there.
Wow.
No spoons. I didn't
So,
dig it.
so
I didn't
where
dig it in
can
a
where
drawer.
can people get these today? Where are they sold? You can get them online.
You can get them online, you can get them from us, you can get them from Amazon, Best Buy, Bloomingdale's, Charlottetown. Yes.
And what do they retail for?
We start at $49.99 for 2.0, but if you want to get the Pro scale, which I highly recommend, it is $99.99.
Oh.
And even though that may sound like a lot, for that price point, it's by far the most accurate scale on the market.
Wow. Okay, so
By
now
far.
it says remove from scale. I can even do that.
Ta-da, dry mix.
I can, now I mix this, right?
Yep.
Just
Mix
like
it up
that?
Real good.
Is that really good? Am I doing a good
You're
job?
doing great.
Wow,
There you go.
check it out. It looks nice. And that looks
That's
good
it.
enough?
Yeah.
All right, and that says go on to the green bowl.
Green bowl. So we take our
So I
green bowl,
set this aside.
throw that on the scale.
I'm putting this
I'm
on the
gonna grab
scale.
the eggs.
I'm putting this on the scale. We're getting the eggs. Now, Perfect Company also is a recent investee of the Oregon Angel Fund, which I think is really cool. So it's being supported by local Oregon investors, right?
Yeah.
And that money is being used to expand your marketing efforts.
Oh,
And
certainly.
so what's the longer term idea for this company? What's the big idea? Is it really really changing the way people bake and the way this whole recipe thing?
Very much
That's
so.
sort of the big idea.
Well, I think it's beyond just baking, it's just cooking in general. Because it's, you know, how you make cocktails, how you bake, how you make smoothies, soups, etc. Really this idea of a connected kitchen. We have a lot of, you know, this younger generation didn't have home ec, didn't sit there with their family, didn't, you know, learn how to necessarily make food.
Right.
And so instead of just eating garbage and everything else, we'd love to be able to teach them a little bit how to cook, to be able to make this accessible. So this way we have technology, which everyone loves, simplicity, which everyone loves, and all you do is follow each step, step by step. And there's no thinking, you don't have to go to Google every time you come up with something. It's like, oh wait, what does cream mean? What does this mean?
Right, exactly.
Because throughout all our products, there's all kinds of helpful hints and tidbits that really make it one step above any sort of a cookbook.
Interesting.
Because you can look at a cookbook, but there might not be a photo, no explanation of what the terms are, whereas here, all that stuff is right at your disposal.
Right, so it gives you little things like this says, with the eggs, it says, make sure they're room temperature.
Yes.
And that's because...
Well, when you bake, ideally all your things are at the same temperature.
I see.
And so that's one of the reasons people have a lot of issues when they bake, is like the butter's too soft or too cold, the eggs aren't room temperature, etc. Those sorts of things. And or it just even like when people don't mix long enough or well enough or don't want to scrape down the bowl, it's all these little things that, you know, it's the biggest thing with baking is it being a science is that you really want to make sure all your ingredients are incorporated properly. And when things are different temperatures or you don't scrape or mix long enough, then you start running problems.
Interesting. Okay. So what do we got now? We got the
eggs. So, and we have pasture-raised, local,
pasture-raised
Phoenix
local
Egg
eggs.
Farms.
From Phoenix Egg Farm. Thank you, Phoenix Egg Farm, for your eggs. Oh, there we go.
Boom,
and it just knew there were 2 eggs there.
Yeah. And we always eat the eggs first, so in the event you get some shell in your bowl, it's easy to take out.
And then there's olive oil from Oregon.
Red Ridge.
From Red Ridge.
Yep.
And we're going to add a little bit of that. There it goes. So it just starts filling up. Line keeps going, line keeps going, line keeps going.
I'll take the stopper off so we'll go. Really build up the suspense.
It's a slow go, but it's amazing go. There it goes. Wait for the click. I mean, that is so easy. And then we'll coconut milk.
And coconut milk or Tetra Pak coconut milk.
That's right.
We're using coconut sugar.
From Bob's.
Bob's.
Wow, that's a good deal of sugar.
Well, you know, it is cupcakes.
It is cupcakes.
These aren't muffins. They're not for breakfast. They're for dessert.
Right. That's right. This is a dessert.
This is dessert.
A little vanilla extract.
A little vanilla extract from Singing Dog.
Singing Dog vanilla.
Fair trade. All
Great
that fun
name.
stuff.
I like that name. Whoop. There you go.
Ta-da! Ding.
Wow.
So now we're going to do our pre-stir. I like to do the dry mix ingredients so you can use the same whisk and not make double mess.
Check this out. I'm stirring now.
Stir it up.
Look, everybody. I'm stirring. I'm stirring cupcake batter. I get the egg going in
Yeah,
there?
get it all, breaks that all up real good.
Here we go. Look at that. That looks really good.
Yeah. So now,
Not lumpy at all or anything.
and we can even navigate
And it says stir, so I guess I'm doing that
You're
right.
doing it right.
So that's good, right?
So now we're going to go back on the scale.
Back
and
on
then
the
leave
scale.
the whisk right in
Leave
there.
the whisk in.
It's going to re-zero out.
Okay.
We'll add our last ingredient.
Yep. And
It's a nice-
the secret ingredient.
Nice fresh hot
One of my
coffee.
favorite beverages of all time.
And again, I can pour right from my carafe.
Coffee.
And ding.
Oh, and then stir that some more.
Stir that some more.
Leave it on the scale.
Oh no, pull it off the
Pull it
scale.
off the scale.
Right here, remove from scale, sir.
Oh,
It makes
I
it
have
that
to follow
simple.
the
Just
directions.
follow the direction.
Blend of ingredients,
Exactly.
right? It's no lumps.
And so now we can even navigate from the scale. We don't even have to touch our device if our hands were dirty, but fortunately they're not. So now you're going to put the green bowl into
So
the
I
blue
just
bowl.
literally pour this in.
Yep.
That's all I do.
That's all you're going to do.
From the pourer.
Pour the pour.
Pour it right in.
Yep.
Look at that. Okay.
Ding.
Put
And
that
then
right
scrape
here.
that out real good. We want to make sure we
Scrape
get
it out.
all this good stuff. Because again, we've done this very accurately by weight. You don't want to lose.
Right, you don't want to lose a single gram
Yep.
of anything.
So now we have that. Now let's do a start
Stir
with the
this
whisk.
again.
Because this is where you want to make sure everything gets really well incorporated.
Yeah, so what are you guys thinking? I mean, there's obviously other applications of this. Are you guys contemplating other types
Very
of
much
things?
so. We have a new product in the works. It's called Perfect Blend.
Yeah.
Which is all for smoothies, soups, anything blend, marinades, salad dressings. And that we actually have really
Look at
pushed
this,
the
everybody. Look
nutritional
how-
information.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So now,
And where do you think this, would work? I mean, it seems like these recipes, and we're doing it right here today, they're very adaptable to
very
different
much so.
diets.
very much so.
Gluten-free, paleo,
Well, every recipe can be
vegan.
Every recipe can be edited for exactly what your diet is or what you're looking for, and especially with the blend product, we show you how your nutritional information builds up in real time. So you can say, oh, this honey isn't working for me, I don't think the yogurt's where I want to go, and you can then start to adapt everything to exactly what your diet is.
Look at that.
Very nicely done.
I'm baking.
Very nicely done. The most fun part, my favorite feature of all this, we're going to go right to muffin tin.
Yeah.
Goes
Oh,
right
and
in
so
the
it
scale.
helps you portion it.
Oh yeah, we've already portioned it out. It's pre-portioned.
It says place muffin tin on a scale and portion the contents of large bowl.
So you can literally take this directly from this bowl.
You just start pouring until it says that's X amount of grams at a time. In this case, it's 65 grams at a time.
And when I hit the line,
it hits the line, you stop.
One muffin, perfectly portioned.
How many folks are now part of the Perfect family?
Well, we are growing quickly every single day, I must say. I think we are up to 23.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a lot of that has just been in the last year with all of our first round of investing and everything. Well, the real beauty, actually, what's the most fun about this job is it's so much more about recipe creation than it is repetition. So we just get the great fun of just what's new, what do we want to try today, what's different, what's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, eggplant dip, that sounds good. Let's give that a shot.
So it's really this, it's taking that entrepreneurial spirit, as it were, and sort of driving it into, when you say product development, it's not only the technology and the scale, but it's actually the recipes and the things that drive the usage.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So it's all part of that.
We want, because it's not just, people want to use an app, but it's like, what do you really want to use?
Right.
Sure, we have 400 recipes in here, but if you don't want to use any of them, then what's the point of having all those recipes?
Exactly.
So we really try to keep things that are simple and diverse and really allow people to sort of branch out and try to.
So based on this measuring, and I'm looking at the 12 cupcakes, and you have a very little. Just a teeny bit left.
We'd rather you have a little left over than not enough, because
Exactly.
you're going to get mad at me when I tell you it makes 12
So
cupcakes.
now it tells you to put the oven at 350, put it in the middle rack position. So we're putting it in the oven.
Right in the old oven.
And 20 minutes from now, we're going to come back and show you what came out.
But wait, even better, the timer is right in the oven.
Oh, and you just set the timer there.
Boom, we're going.
Go figure. Okay, we're back, and with me now is Miriam Kim, who's one of the co-founders and chief operating officers of Perfect Company. Hi, Miriam.
Hi, Terry. How are you?
Good to see you. So, we're going to now make the frosting to these wonderful cupcakes. I make these chocolate, peanut butter, coffee confections with gluten-free and dairy-free and all that sort of thing. So, Miriam, this is your kind of baby, as it were, right? This is your thing. So,
Yeah.
how did you guys? I know you were making toys and you're doing all kind of cool things like guitars flat guitars and.
It's called paper jams.
Paper jams, they were called.
Uh-huh.
And so, what was the connection between that and saying, okay, I'm going to bake stuff and using a scale?
Well, no, I mean, it's a couple of steps there you're missing, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, in the end, we're an inventing company. We're an invention company. So we come up with new products. And in the toy industry, we pretty much have come up with a new product every year, right?
Wow.
And
how long have you been doing that?
Oh, God. I mean, forever, but we became a company.
And this is, we're making the frosting here, Matthew's the
frosting,
along.
yep.
So.
We became a company in 2009, I think.
2009.
And did toys until 2013 or so. And one day, one day we just decided we don't like handing over our baby to a marketing company to, do whatever they want with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to take the product to market ourselves. And Mike and Aaron, the two co-founders, are sitting in Hong Kong drinking a, light lychee martini.
Lychee martini.
Yeah,
Okay.
the infamous lychee martini story. Saying, wouldn't it be great if we could make one of these at home all the time? And it would come out perfect every single time. Because they've gone and tried lychee martinis all over the world, and some are good and some are not good.
They became connoisseurs, as it were, right?
Yes. And
Ooh, here comes the peanut butter.
ooh,
And it was a lot of coconut oil. This is all just a quick segue here. There's almond milk, and then we use coconut oil, and so again, it's all vegan. Anyway, so they were in this hotel. They said,
they're
how
sitting
can we
there
make the perfect lychee martini?
every single time.
Every single
Every
time,
single
and
time.
that's it right there.
Yeah, and that brought up the scale. What if we had a scale and an app that taught us how to do that? And the idea was born, and baking was kind of natural. So we did the perfect drink in 2013, and 2014, baking was the natural next step, because in order to bake something perfectly every time, you really have to do it by
Sure. So from the time that brainstorm happened in Hong Kong, right, till the time you brought this to market, how long was
it was 10 months.
10 months
Yes.
between literally a back of the napkin or back of the martini, I guess. Inspiration to product in 10 months. How
Product
did you do
in
that?
the
How did
stores
you do
in
that?
10 months.
How did they do that?
They're really talented.
That's what we do. Well, I mean, the key thing is we had a,
We're in the mixer now.
yeah.
Turn out.
And it's timing it, by the way, so it knows exactly how long to do it, right? There's a timer here.
Oh, what
Count
speed,
down.
what attachment to use. All the guesswork gone.
All the guesswork down, and then it even knows what kind of mixer you're using. Do you have different kind of mixers in there? If you want?
We have some different kind of mixers. This is just sort of a nice table just to
KitchenAid?
make it simple.
Great.
KitchenAid is one of our largest, probably the #1 mixers.
So part of what you're doing is that you're probably going to end up partnering with vendors and
Yes.
things like that to
Yes.
promote
It's
this.
obvious, you know, it's
Great
our
connections, yeah.
Yeah, obvious next step.
So Angela, I got to get to this. How did you
So
do
10
it?
months, I mean,
Right.
the key is we had an intact team
I
that
see.
knows how to build things, right? And how to
Right.
move quickly. So, you know, it wasn't like we're a couple of guys in the room coming up with an idea, then starting a startup. We had an intact team that could design it. We had partners in Hong Kong that could manufacture it. And so we were able to do that. all
So
in
the
10 months.
value really speaks to the value of, the experience of doing it multiple times, and then just having a knack to understand all the connections that are necessary to go from innovation to actual product.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh, was that a bad thing or a
No,
good
it's a good thing.
No, it's
So we
just-
got the frosting here.
We're getting there.
We're almost getting there.
Don't stir. Never hurts.
So, is this the big idea? Is this the one? After all this time, how excited are you?
Oh, we're
about
very
this
excited.
product?
I mean, we have yet another product coming this year called Perfect Blend. And with the blend, once again, you weigh your ingredients, and which is important for blending smoothies, etc.
Exactly.
What is a cup of ice? Right? Depending
Right.
on the size of the ice.
Right. And
whether
smoothies are oftentimes too watery, less watery,
Yeah.
things like that. So there's an
So-
obvious opportunity there.
Yeah. But, well, actually, and that is probably a better conjunction there. Smoothies, people want to know what they're taking in,
Sure.
right? People want to know the calories in the smoothies, nutrition, and so we've added that angle or that facet to our product.
Great connection because a lot of people depend on that for their nutrition and make sure they get all their vitamins and their nutrients.
Yeah.
And their
So as you're
stuff.
pouring your ingredients, it'll tell you exactly how many calories are in that.
Excellent. Wonderful balance to the drinking and the baking, right? So it's
Yeah.
like you're right, positioning, you can be anything if you want.
Well, actually, having had to drink a lot and then eat baked goods a lot to taste all these different
That's right,
things,
now you have to say, I can
we
eat some
personally
smoothies.
needed cleansing,
I
and
see.
there comes the blend.
So now, you'll do the drink, now you do the bake, and then you're gonna add this smoothie thing. And the sky's kind of the limit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like meatloaves and stuff like that down the road.
Oh yeah, definitely savory cooking is on our
Savory cooking.
next
Excellent.
radar.
list.
And in the end, it's all about adding recipes.
Exactly.
Right?
And
Just
how?
new recipes and
Give me a sense of what do you mean, like million recipes? What's the goal? I mean, you must have some sort of target.
well, I mean, in
Like
the
what's the critical mass here? You're thinking.
Well,
really.
no, I don't. Actually, we will continue to produce recipes. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But the
Yeah,
power
you're
of the
touching on that,
system
yeah.
in the end is the community that
Right.
we're going to build. So once our consumers can share their recipes online or in the app, then it'll grow organically, and it'll be like, how many recipes are on all recipes?
Right. Well,
Right.
there's so many recipes shared on.
Oh, it's hot. Oh my God.
Oh, so these are there they are. Wow, I at least played a small role in
Yeah,
the
very,
production of
very,
these, so
very
it's
cool.
quite an achievement for mankind today. I can do this.
Gluten-free, dairy-free.
Gluten-free,
Just that
dairy-free,
simple.
and we have our
Wonderful espresso nib peanut butter frosting. That's
So-
a little extra. You gotta add that
Espresso nib.
yourself.
So instead of doing it like the chef's way, we're going to try to
We're
old
gonna do it the
school
way you
this,
do it,
right?
you
Let's
know?
ladle it on.
Just do it the way that we do it at home.
All right. Well,
Who's got time for piping bags?
That's
Look
right.
at this side.
Come
Sample
on.
here. So So I take a spoon.
Scoop.
And how big a spoon do you think?
How big? I'm not here to tell you
Like
how much frosting you need on your cupcake.
How much frosting do I
Hold
need?
here.
Oh, here we go.
Go for it.
Don't be bashful. Let me hear it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Ta-da.
Okay. There it is.
Cupcakes in 30 minutes or less.
There it is, folks.
Might not be pretty, but it
Perfectly
tastes
baked
darn
cupcake.
good.
And I guess the only thing left to do now is consume.
Pull the wrapper off.
Here we go. Everybody gonna get one?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get one.
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
These are some of my favorites.
Here we go.
There we go.
Get it.
Gluten-free,
Watch that
dairy-free. What do you think?
We would pick peanut
There
butter
is
for
the
this.
peanut butter, exactly.
Man. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What do you think?
That's pretty awesome.
Do you think that was gluten-free?
No.
No.
More dairy free.
It's so moist.
Yeah.
For goodness sake.
Let me give you also a little cupcake tip. Thanks, Amelia. Tear off the bottom. Get it. And then put it on top.
Oh, make a
make a
sandwich.
sandwich.
Make a
Oh my
cupcake
God.
sandwich.
Well, all right. So
Mm.
I think
That's
we've
so
made a
messy, though.
sufficient mess now.
Oh.
We're on the internet. What's your website? Give me the URL. Give me the basic facts if people want to find you.
Makeitperfectly.com.
Makeitperfectly.com. I know you're on Instagram. You're on Twitter,
Facebook.
Facebook, all that sort of thing. Matthew, Miriam, I want to thank you both so
Okay,
much
thank you.
for joining me today to sort of bake something, which is really incredible, and for being part of this wonderful entrepreneurial ecosystem and infrastructure here, because it's a really, this is quite a enterprise in that it really mixes consumer product, technology, design, and I've got peanut butter all over myself.
There you go.
It is not.
Should I do that over?
This is
No.
not something you eat on a
No.
date. This is
And then they picked just the right thing to make me look pretty silly. But anyway, it's been great to do this. Thank you all. And take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.